Hi everybody, and welcome back to FANG Friday. This is Ross Healy, the Chairman of Strategic Analysis Corporation and a Senior Portfolio Manager at McNichol & Associates Asset Management. Well, let me tell you about something that I have not seen for a while, but I'm always excited to see. I reported to you that both the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P 500 had broken out over their key respective breakpoints. The NASDAQ over its bubble price, that's 7.4 times adjusted book, and the Standard & Poor's over its super growth price, that's 3.5 times adjusted book. Now, in the course of the past 4 years, we have seen many breakouts among the FANGs, and what always seems to happen next? You guessed it. We get a breakout, and then we get a pullback, essentially testing and confirming the breakout. Well, the indices are no different. And on Monday this week, the Standard & Poor's 500 did exactly that. It set back to its breakout point and came within a single point before rebounding. You know, I've seen this many times before, but I'm still amazed that an index of 500 stocks with their welter of balance sheets and millions of buyers and sellers all making separate decisions can all decide that enough is enough and stop selling and turn the Standard & Poor's literally on that precise dime. Anyway, on that note, and now at week's end, let's see what the FANG stocks themselves did in this testing week. But before we take a close look at those FANGs and what's been going on, as always, I do like to say thanks to everyone who likes this video and all our subscribers. It really helps to grow our channel, and we appreciate it greatly. Okay, let's start with 4 stocks that have broken out and look to count much higher. The first one is Amazon, and you know what I want you to pay a little bit of attention to is in that downswing here. Look at what was happening to the fair market value. It was falling, and now in this entire upswing period, it's been rising. Apple, well, you know what's happened today to Apple, don't you? Eh? It's up enough now that it is now officially a $3 trillion company. And what does that mean? It means that no professional money manager dares to have a portfolio without it being in. So, heading higher. Netflix, heavens knows what Netflix is doing up here, but look at Netflix has broken out, pulled back, and is now bouncing back again. We have to call this a buy, NVIDIA, of course, has broken out over its HB6. That's 33 times book value. And that, I will remind you again, is an all-time new high for the company. And typically, when companies break out to all-time new highs, they tend to move higher, and often quite a bit higher. We've got to hold NVIDIA, and of course, it's practically the quintessential AI stock, isn't it? Meta has come right up to its mid super growth price. That's 5.5 times book value. Looks very much to me as if the stock is going to break out. It's very, very close to doing that today. Microsoft has also approached its HB2, that is 12 times book value. It's a little bit away from there, but again, perhaps not the quintessential AI stock, but certainly the leading stock in the movement, if you like. I think we should see that breaking out eventually. Now, a stock which sort of baffles me a little bit, and that is Alphabet. And look at what's happened. Okay, and here again is a stock which I think has got to be one of the leading beneficiaries of the whole generative AI situation here. So the stock breaks out, but look at it's failed at its MSG price. That's 5.5 times book value. And when I look back over the past couple of years of trading, what I see is that Alphabet always trades very, very uncertainly at the breakpoints. Look at what happened back here at its bubble price when it finally broke down. Hit its mid-super growth price on the way down, again, dithering. Came down to its low super growth, again, dithering, and it's doing the same thing again. Talk about wanting to pull your hair out, that is, if you had any hair to pull out. Finally, Tesla, which I think is having a kind of a hard time deciding whether it's an AI company and with industry-leading technology, or whether it's a car company. And it's come up to its HB3, which is 16 times book value and is now trading uncertainly on either side. If I held it, I would probably keep it, but nervously. Now to summarize, while the S&P 500 has successfully tested its breakout level, its super growth price, or 3.5 times adjusted book, the NASDAQ 100 came nowhere near to testing its own breakout at its bubble price. But then, this is kind of the master index these days, leading the way higher in the AI bubble, which is blowing higher and higher. As for the FANGs themselves, 6 of the 8 are in a clear hold buy kind of modality, led by Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, and Netflix, all having broken out, and Meta and Microsoft very close, I think, to doing so themselves. By the way, if I did not hold Meta or Microsoft, I would probably now wait for a breakout over their nearest breakpoint to do so. In the uncertain category, I would put Alphabet, which has rendered a preliminary sell signal using our 3% 5-day rule, which I find peculiar, because of all the stocks which I would have thought would benefit from generative AI, this would be one of my leading candidates. I hate to sell the stock, but I do wish it wasn't quite so twitchy. Tesla seems undecided as to whether it's an AI stock or a car company. Its charging technology has been confirmed by GM and now Ford, I believe, and will therefore probably become the North American standard. But its profitability on its auto sales is very much in question. If I held the shares, I would likely continue to do so, but nervously. A final word to any of our viewers who may have come late to FANG Friday and may be wondering, well, what exactly is going on with all this SVA methodology that you're watching here today? If you would like a thorough introduction to the analysis and how and why it works in practice, then please visit strategicanalysis.ca today. Finally, as we head into Canada Day tomorrow and the 4th of July celebrations on Monday, I want to wish everyone a safe and pleasurable weekend. For now, this has been Ross Healy, the Chairman of Strategic Analysis Corporation and a Senior Portfolio Manager of McNichol & Associates Asset Management, reminding you that nothing, including investing, is difficult if you have the right tools. I'll see you